Today's video is about the most outstanding athlete in MMA history, none other than the sensational revelation, Jon "Bones" Jones. Jon Jones rose to MMA's peak with unparalleled skills, becoming one of the UFC's most dominant champions. However, his journey is also marked by controversies that have added layers to his legacy. Let's delve into the fascinating story of Jon Jones, an athlete who has undeniably shaped the history of MMA. From triumphs that shook the very foundations of MMA to the labyrinth of controversies surrounding this enigmatic figure, brace yourselves for a riveting exploration into the dichotomy of Jon Jones's greatness and the debates that fuel the ever-evolving narrative of his storied career. Born on July 19, 1987, in Rochester, New York, Jon Jones emerged from humble beginnings to forge a path to greatness. Raised in a family deeply connected to athletics, he honed his skills in wrestling, beginning his grappling journey at a young age. Jones attended Union Endicott High School in New York, where he made a name for himself as a standout wrestler. Jones took his first steps into the cage in April 2008. His innate athleticism and adaptability became obvious immediately as he seamlessly integrated diverse striking and grappling techniques. Jones had always been a special one. Debuting in the UFC in August 2008, he showcased an extraordinary blend of unorthodox striking and formidable wrestling. The world took notice as he dispatched opponents with finesse and power. This marked the advent of his remarkable journey in MMA, where the roots of his wrestling background with newfound skills propelled him toward becoming one of the sport's most iconic figures. Jon Jones's ascent through the UFC ranks was meteoric, culminating in a historic achievement as the youngest champion in UFC history. In March 2011, at 23, Jones faced Mauricio "Shogun" Rua for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship. In a performance that defied his youth, Jones displayed a crazy combination of striking creativity and wrestling prowess. The result was a masterclass as he dominated Rua to claim the title, etching his name into the record books. Early victories against established names like Ryan Bader and Brandon Vera signaled Jones's arrival as a force to be reckoned with. His unique fighting style, spinning elbows, unorthodox kicks, and an uncanny ability to control distance set him apart from the conventional mold of MMA fighters. He now had the world in the palm of his hand. Jones's dominance in the light heavyweight division became a spectacle of pure skill and strategic brilliance. Rampage Jackson, Lyoto Machida, and Rashad Evans all fell victim to his calculated aggression. The reign of Jon Jones as the undisputed ruler of the 205-pound division showcased not just victories, but a display of technical mastery and adaptability that solidified his legacy as one of the greatest fighters in UFC history. Jon Jones's reign as the UFC light heavyweight champion was a saga of dominance and resilience, where he faced a constellation of formidable opponents, both former champions and rising stars alike. One of his most notable victories during this period came against Daniel Cormier in January 2015. Their rivalry added intensity to their encounters, and Jones showed the bones he's made of by securing a unanimous decision victory in their first fight. However, a subsequent rematch in 2017 saw Jones face adversity, as he initially won, but later had the result overturned due to a doping violation. His ability to defeat former champions was evident in encounters with Rashad Evans and Quinton "Rampage" Jackson. Jones dismantled Evans with a unanimous decision in a battle of former teammates, and against Jackson, he displayed his versatility, securing a submission victory. He defended his title over challengers such as Alexander Gustafsson in a closely contested bout that remains one of the greatest fights in UFC history. Jones possesses a diverse striking arsenal, incorporating unorthodox kicks, elbows, and spinning techniques. His long reach and ability to switch stances effectively disrupts opponents' rhythm, making him a challenging puzzle to solve on your feet. With a background in wrestling, Jones seamlessly integrates takedowns and defensive grappling into his game. He dictates where the fight occurs, allowing him to control the pace and neutralize opponents' strengths. Jones is a cerebral fighter known for his high fight IQ. He adapts his game plan based on opponents, exploiting weaknesses and adjusting mid-fight. Jones is a skilled grappler, capable of controlling opponents on the ground. His submission game, particularly his use of unorthodox submissions like the standing guillotine, adds another layer to his overall skill set. Just ask Cormier. His ability to push the tempo and keep a relentless pace wears down opponents throughout a bout. Mental pressure, trash talk, and mind games are tools he also uses to gain a mental edge over opponents before they even step into the cage. But Jon Jones's illustrious career has been marred by controversies, legal troubles, failed drug tests, and subsequent suspensions. Jones has faced legal challenges outside the octagon, including a hit-and-run incident in 2015. Perhaps the most significant stain on Jones's career has been multiple failed drug tests. These incidents, involving substances like cocaine and performance-enhancing drugs, led to significant consequences, tarnishing his legacy. The doping violations not only raised ethical concerns, but also cast shadows on his achievements in the sport. The challenges have significantly impacted his legacy and public perception. The move to the heavyweight division represents a new chapter, presenting an opportunity for redemption and the chance to redefine his legacy. After a prolonged absence due to suspensions, Jones announced his move to the heavyweight division in 2020. Fans speculated that his unique skill set, honed in the light heavyweight division, would translate against larger and more powerful opponents. The question of how he would fare in a division known for its knockout power and different physical dynamics added an extra layer of intrigue. Jon Jones's venture into the heavyweight division opens the door to enticing matchups, and if successful, could elevate his claim to being the greatest of all time, the GOAT in MMA, because it would bring about intriguing potential matchups against established heavyweights. Battles with fighters like Stipe Miocic, Francis Ngannou, and Derrick Lewis could redefine the landscape of the division. Success in the heavyweight division would undoubtedly bolster Jones's claim to being the GOAT. Conquering multiple weight classes is a rare feat in MMA, and adding the heavyweight title to his list of accomplishments would solidify his legacy as one of the most versatile and dominant fighters in the sport's history. But why should Jon Jones be regarded as the GOAT? Jones boasts a remarkable list of accomplishments, including being the youngest UFC light heavyweight champion and successfully defending the title numerous times. His unprecedented ability to adapt and dominate in the octagon, showcasing a diverse skill set, has contributed significantly to the argument for his greatness. Jones has defeated many elite fighters, including former champions and rising stars. His victories over the likes of Daniel Cormier, Alexander Gustafsson, and others underscore his ability to handle top-tier competition. But comparing Jones to other all-time greats like Georges St-Pierre introduces subjective criteria such as fighting style, dominance, and era in which they competed. Even Daniel Cormier acknowledges Jones' skills and considers him as one of the greatest, despite their rivalry and personal differences. Anderson Silva held nothing back in praising Jones' versatility and achievements, expressing respect for his impact on the sport. Joe Rogan and Chael Sonnen both acknowledge the greatness of Jon Jones, and fans will not forget his undefeated status against legitimate opponents. Other analysts like Michael Bisping and Dominic Cruz have both raised concerns about Jones' failed drug tests and legal issues, affecting his standing in the all-time great discussion. Although Jones has been out of action for a few years, the tale of his journey remains one of triumphs, setbacks, and the ongoing pursuit of greatness in the ever-evolving landscape of mixed martial arts. Jon Jones' career is a tale that holds significance for audiences beyond mixed martial arts. His story provides valuable lessons, not only in the context of athletic achievement, but also in the broader spectrum of personal growth, resilience, and the consequences of choices. As we reflect on Jon Jones' journey, the lessons from his career extend beyond the octagon into the man's life. Resilience, adaptability, accountability, and the nuanced dynamics of being in the public eye. Whether you see Jones as a trailblazer, a flawed hero, or something in between, the diverse viewpoints add depth to the narrative of MMA. Do you think Jon Jones is the greatest athlete in MMA history? Did his controversies influence your opinions? If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth content on MMA legends and their legacies. Stay tuned.